war, all right? And this is part of the battle. And to go to war, you can't be bringing your little kids or your women out to war. The scriptures specifically said, all right, it says from 20 years old and upward that are able to go forth to war, and the men of your families.
Right, males, right.
Males.
Which I believe above it said males, right? And they have to be from 20 years old and up. You know, so technically, you know, you come in as, I mean, it's rare. There are brothers that have entered young, you know, 17, 18, 19. But really, it's around like 20, you know, between 20 and 25, you know, that you come in. All right? Yeah, get that.
Right, this is Isaiah 9, verse 5.
Right, and I told you to get that because the scripture says that his vesture, his garment was going to be dipped in blood because of the slaying. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor saying how many of his enemies he's going to kill. But no blood is going to touch him because of this. Go ahead.
Right, Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confusion, is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
Right, so that in the ancient world, if you see movies like Braveheart, right, the battle scenes, you see movies like 300, you see movies like Gladiator, right, which are good movies, right, to watch, to show, give an idea, a picture how it used to be in the ancient world. It was rough, it was manly, man. You know, a sword come down, take a dude's arm, and he's still fighting with the other arm he got. If you go see that movie Kingdom of Heaven, they got some good scenes in there too. And you have my man, damn, what was his name, man? He said, I have once fought a couple of days with an arrow through my testicle. And he was talking to Orlando Bloom, and Orlando Bloom, no, he was talking to Orlando Bloom, and then his priest, he was a warrior too. His priest was like, huh? like, oh shit, yeah, okay, you know? And then we're saying, cause he was trying to teach him about war, teaching Orlando Bloom about war. In the movie, that was his son he was talking to, all right? And right now, I can't remember the actor's name. And Liam Nielsen, right? And Orlando Bloom played his son, and you know Liam Nielsen's character, he had possessions in Jerusalem and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he told Orlando Bloom's character, look, you know, I'm your father. You know, I took your mother and I had my way. Pretty much he's saying, look, I raped your mother and we had you. All right? He said, but you know, other than all that, you probably got feelings against me or whatever. I'm here to let you know that you have an inheritance with me, you know?
That was Jackson.
And that was all it. Right, all right. Now, the point I'm trying to make, it was teaching him about a certain fighting skill that he knew, and it was called the posta de falcone, meaning the post of the falcon. How a falcon would be perched on something, on a tree or something high, and it will swoop down to catch its prey. And the post of the falcone was sword being up, and it was all about defense, you know, because any move your enemy makes with his sword, you're able to block. You see, you're coming, if the enemy is swinging right, you coming to block it, to counter it. You see, or you can just chop him in the head, boom, right? So that was a style of fighting that he was trying to teach him. Because in the ancient world, that's what you would do. You would teach your sons about the arrow. The Bible speaks about that. You're supposed to teach your sons about war, shooting the arrow, the bow, to be skilled in that. How to use the sword, how to be offensive and defensive, right? But in this faggot society, don't teach your sons about guns, because the modern day sword is the gun. But technically, you're supposed to be able to, every man in America is their right, God-given right, unalienable right, to learn how to shoot a gun and protect themselves. That's your right. That's your God-given right. Okay? But now the government is trying to come down on that because they want the people unarmed when they come in to take over. But that's another thing. So go ahead, brother.
Right. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
Garments rolled in blood, man, because it's just your swords hitting here, hitting this body part, that body part, chopping off heads, blood gushing everywhere, but you have to still focus and fight, right? And that was the ancient way of war. Okay, go ahead.
Right. It says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
But this war that's about to come, our Lord, right? We just read our Lord, the Lord Yahushua is coming. He does judge and make war. It's not going to be that way. Read it again.
Right. It says from the top.
Yeah.
It
No,
says
not from the top.
Okay.
One part.
It says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
This war is going to be burning and fuel of fire. Why? Because the thermonuclear missiles are going to be shot to destroy the nations, mainly the United States. Totally obliterated. Okay, go ahead. Alright, so that I just brought that point out to show you that ain't gonna be no blood on Yahushua's garment. He's not coming down to physically fight the nations. He said that he wasn't gonna meet Esau like a man. You can find me that scripture. As a man, okay? He's coming as an angelic power, of course. So that's gonna be fire, and if you read 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, it explains to you the sort of powers that are gonna be used, man. It's gonna be fire coming out chariots, you know, angels, and their superpowers. All right. It says his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew, but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. And as we just brought out, that was metaphorically speaking, for the enemies that he's going to destroy. And his name is called the Word of Yahweh. So that's how he's starting the war, by his mouth, by his words. That's how Esau is going to be destroyed, you know, before the missiles come, you know. Right, and it says, and the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses. Look, the armies which were in heaven is the angels, and yes, indeed, they are armies, because the angels are warriors. Okay, and our Lord is a warrior, a man of war.
Even another title of the Lord is the Lord of Sabaoth,
right?
Which means Lord of Armies.
Yeah.
Just the back of the point.
Yep, a Lord of Armies, Lord of Hosts.
Lord of Hosts.
Right. Not like General Gehenna said, the Lord of Sabbaths. Yeah. He got that wrong. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Real quick. This is 2nd Ezra 13:3. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with thousands of heaven.
Thousands. Like I like saying, man, it's gonna be. They're gonna cut when the chariots come. They're gonna cover the sky, so you're not gonna be able to see the sun. You're gonna see the chariots though, all over the place, lit up, whatever. You know, it's gonna be thousands. They're gonna cover the earth. Why? Because that's where the elect are at. They are scattered throughout the whole world, but mainly over America. That this is the great place of judgment. Alright, this is where the lake of fire, America will turn into the lake of fire after the 200 million missiles are shot off. Alright, and it says, and the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, which the white horses are the chariots, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. So you see, above it, wait a minute, above it was talking about the Lord's vesture being, let me read it again. Dipped in blood, right? And then the angels following him, white and clean. So what it's trying to say is, look, they're gonna come down to get busy, all right? But that the blood of men ain't gonna physically touch them, all right? Because they're gonna be destroying men by way of spiritual power, okay? Which we gotta start speaking more of. So we gotta start talking more about spiritual power, because we're gonna have it, all right? And it says, and out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword. So see, with this word, that's how we destroying this nation, breaking this nation down. Because it's all words, man. When they pass laws and stuff, how do they do it? By words, by speaking. Then they put it on paper, right? Then they authorize it. Then it's put in effect. So same thing with this. It's the word of the Lord being the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai being spoken by his apostles, elders, and teachers out here on the streets. And then it's gonna be like a cancer, man. Nobody can escape it. All right. Okay. Yeah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 14. Wherefore thus said the Lord, power of hosts. See, there goes again.